Well, it's Friday. Yeah, I got a little bit of rain this morning, starting around 7. As you can see, we got a few puddles. But that's not stopping all the hog rockers here. As a matter of fact, we're getting ready to do a poker run. With Wild Man's Willie's Poker Run. It's just for charity. So let's see what kind of poker hand we can get today.
Well, you know what time it is? It's Cool Whip time!
So stop number 1 on the poker run is over here at the foam pit. You get to come in here and draw your card. Oh, lucky over here got the Ace of Hearts, and then not so lucky me got the King of Hearts. But it's still 2 good cards. We'll have to see what holds up the next stop. What'd you get?
I got a 2 of diamonds.
2 of diamonds. So you're working on the straight.
Yes.
I got the 5 of hearts. So I'm working on the flush.
We shall see.
What do you think? Stop number 3?
Find out.
Oh, poker run stop number 3 is at the shop table. So what shall we get here? Alright, so we got Lucky over here. She drew a 2 of diamonds, so now she's working with a pair of 2s, ace high. And I'm not so lucky because I'm done squandered my flush hand. I think I drew I can't remember what I drew there. I have to look. Queen of spades. Yeah, I'm screwed unless I get some good cards here next couple stops. Alright, so stop number 4. What did you get?
Oh, I got a sucky card this time. Messed my hand up with a Jack of Clubs.
So far she's got a pair of 2s, ace high with the ace and the jack high. Well, I think I drew myself a, what did I draw myself?
An ace.
An ace of clubs. Yeah, I'm trying. I need something. I need a queen, king, or an ace or something.
Yeah, you do.
Next stop, last one. What do you think?
Maybe.
Let's do it.
Never know.
She needs a 2. Oh.
5 of clubs.
Oh,
Man.
that fucked me up.
5 of clubs.
You got a pair of 2s, ace high.
There you go. She's high hand, you're worth that. You're still winning.
But we're only 2.
We're the only 2, so we're the winners and the losers.
That's right. Alright, let me sit back down.
Hey, young lady, can you tell me where we're at?
We're at Hog Rock.
We're at Hog Rock. And what are you expecting to see here?
Titties and lots of fun.
Lots of what?
Titties and lots of fun.
Oh, like those right there?
Water? No, not yet.
Thank you, everybody. Hog Daddy to the rest. When I was just a baby, my mom told me going. He always been a good boy. Well, what you doing? When I shot a man, just watch him die. Lord, Lord, Lord. One more time. When I get there on good.
And we continued to shoot darts, drink beer, laugh, giggle, and everything. And the manager came back and he says, I'm gonna have to ask you all to leave. And I said, why? And he said, we don't want your kind in here. You're being rambunctious and changing clothes. I said, there's nobody else back here shooting darts except us. So we ended up having to leave. Okay, that's the beginning of the
I don't want to drop it till it's ready.
adventure story. All right, now we're gonna move on. By Rock, by face and name, because she had a memory of an elephant. I have to say, oh, hi buddy, how you getting along? You know, there's no way I can remember all the names of all the people I've met. I'm an easy target because you see me up here on stage. If I was standing out there, I would know who I was too, okay? She wanted to quit her job at JCPenney and join me on what I called an adventure train. And she said, what's this involve? And I said, it only involves if you want to come along for the ride, you can get off of the train at any stop. It's an imaginary train, but it's an adventure train. And I said, you don't have to answer me right now, because she was going to give up a job being a manager at JCPenney. And I still was going to work. So it wasn't long, I'm going to say probably in June or July of 1996. Actually, it was probably before, it was probably in May of 96. She came up with her answer. And she said, I think I want to get on that train, but I've got one caveat. And what is that caveat? You told me you did not want to get married again. You told me you didn't want to have any more children. And then my caveat is to you, you have to get a vasectomy. Because she had never been married and never had children. And she had already chosen that she did not want to have children. All right? But she adopted all three of mine as her own, and all of my grandchildren as if it was all blood related. All right? We traveled. We did lots of things. I'll speed this up because the balloons are going to run out before too long. But I want you to turn around and look up there. Don't look at me. Look, this is a celebration for Teresa. In 1996, we went to Sturgis, South Dakota. In fact, I think Teresa rode out Cameron with Morgan, and Cameron rode out from Southern Illinois. We went to Southern Right, and Morgan took her to Sturgis, South Dakota. We stayed at Glencoe Campground. And I had already bought this property the second weekend of June of 1996. And we were at Glencoe, and Glencoe was about 125 acres, and I got to know the guy that was doing it. And I told Teresa while we were there having fun and making love and going to bars and drinking and riding motorcycles and stuff, I told her, I said, you know what? That piece of ground we just bought, why don't we make it a party place instead of a campground? And this is part of the adventure. Everything that we've done together, we did it together in Southern Illinois. Everything that I've done since I came back to Southern Illinois, we did together. We took over a motel in Shinetown that my dad had. We remodeled it. In 1997, we started the first Hog Rock. In 2001, we started Hog Rocktoberfest. In 2002, we opened up Hog Daddy's Saloon. 2003, we doubled the size of Hog Daddy's Saloon and put a kitchen in it and an upstairs bar. 2003, in July, I got a phone call from her sister. I heard this song when I drove over. And it's by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, and the name of the song is Die With A Smile. The only catch is, in this song, it first says, Bruno Mars says, I just woke up from a dream. But what I woke up to on Tuesday morning, found out it was not a dream, all right? But listen to the words. The key things are, If the world will end tomorrow, I want to lie next to you. If the world will end tomorrow, I want to be next to you. Tomorrow is never promised. And this is where I say, I love you. And I don't say, love you, hon, and a quick peck on the cheek. You need to embrace your partner or your love of your life and hold on to them tight and say, I love you. Because tomorrow's never promised, and you can too wake up and that person is gone and it's not a dream. And we all have to suffer this at some point in our life. She probably doesn't know yet that she's not here, but it's only the living who are left with the sorrow of the loss. Think about it. I could croak right now probably, and I wouldn't know that I died here on stage, but you would have witnessed every bit of it. And we're not in control of that. Now look over here. Look over here, going out this way. Can you play that song, Tim, please? Crank it up so they can hear it. She never got off at a stop. We rode the whole train ride until March the 18th of 2025. And what was ironic that happened in 2004, she found out that she had MS. And it got worse, and then we went through I don't know how many different kinds of injections, and I gave the injections. But the roles got reversed, and it kept getting worse. And like in 2021, she was missing here because she was in the hospital. 2022, she also had to go to the hospital and missed Hog Rock, so you didn't get to see her down here. All right? And I took care of her, and I hired people to help her, so she let me do what I needed to do each day at 8 o'clock in the morning. I had people that came and got her out of bed, fed her breakfast, fixed her lunch, and then I was always getting a phone call about 5 o'clock. Where are you? And I said, I'm just leaving Old Shinetown, or I'm just pulling in the gate. And when I really realized that this wasn't a dream, is when I started coming home. And the loneliest thing you can do is come home to a home that's empty and there's nobody there for you. And you don't get those phone calls anymore. Where are you? I can't call her and ask her where she is. You lose all total communication except via prayer. I hope we got more lanterns. I'm not done talking.
There's one stuck in that tree there. Hopefully it's wet enough to put it out.
Oh my God.
Keep on going.
The Thursday after the 18th, which is March the 20th, I felt, how am I going to deal with this? Because I was so friggin' depressed. I couldn't stand it. I go into the shower that we used to shower in together. I took the hottest frigging shower I've ever taken in my life. And I tried to wash away all the negativity and the depression and the sadness. And when I got out of the shower and I got dried off, I was ready to continue the adventure in her honor. Because she would want it to continue on, because she was a vital part of every year and every time we did it for 29 years. And if you haven't figured it out, if we are on our 29th year, Teresa and I just started in January the 1st of 25, our 30th year of just being boyfriend and girlfriend and being so in love that we became like one unit. We thought alike, we dreamed alike, and we brainstormed alike on everything that we came up with, every contest, everything that we do down here. You know, she gave me like a carte blanche on, I said, hey, I want to build a catwalk. She says, build it. I want to build a soundstage, build it. I want to build a mini hangout, build it. I'm going to build some more roads. She said, you love to build roads. Oh my God.
I think that didn't
So
go
go back and think about what I said.
Hopefully
It wasn't a dream I woke up in. It was reality. And it could happen to anybody. In fact, I met a girl last night up here. Her husband, they've been together
I know,
10
I've been
years.
watching it. I'm making sure it don't
Oh, you're right there, darling?
get out of control. I'm hoping it.
And what was it, March the
I hope it's wet
22nd or
enough.
March the 10th?
Yeah.
March the
should be wet enough.
13th, 5 days before. She lost her life
That's why I still
partner
have this
also.
one, as I was watching it to make sure.
And we hugged and we kissed. And so you've got two people, and I know there's others out there that have already experienced this, but probably didn't get as vocal, but this is a healing process for me to be able to tell the story.
Fuck yeah!
Is it gone? I thought maybe, oh look, this one got stuck in the tree. It's a good thing it's not October, the tree would be in flames. All right, let's just take a refresher right now. I'm gonna, hey Timbo, the second song. Teresa always had a song that she always played on the jukebox at Hog Valley Saloon. No, it wasn't Kung Fu Fighting either. It was by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. I'm going to let you figure it out.
Okay.
And we saw Joan Jett and the Blackhearts in Deadwood, South Dakota in 1999. They did a free concert over, they had a lot of casinos and they sponsored it. And so we got to see it, and it was a highlight of her day, because here's the song. Tim?